Hello class. Today we are going to take our practice model, which is this model right here, and we are going to turn it into our finished practice drawing, which is this drawing right here. In order to do so, we are going to combine our drawing template that we created previously and our practice model right here and combine them to our practice drawing. Our practice drawing should be up in the background so we can use it as a reference while we complete this task. In order to get started, you're going to hit the plus sign in the bottom left-hand corner, and you are going to select Create Drawing. You should go to the Created by Me portion, and in there you should see your drawing template. Go ahead and open up a blank drawing template. When you open up a blank drawing template, you should see that you have Insert View automatically selected. If you don't, you can just go ahead and click Insert View, Insert, and it should pop up. In there, we should see Part Studio 1, and you're looking for your part number 1. Go ahead and click. If we take a look at our technical drawing, you'll see that our scale is 1 to 1.5. So let's go ahead and let's adjust our drawing so that our base view has the same scale of 1 to 1.5. The other thing that we notice is the orientation of our view. And the orientation we see for our base view is this right here. We want to make sure that our base view is the correct orientation compared to our technical drawing, the example technical drawing. All of our other views are based off of this view, so if you have the correct orientation and the correct scale, go ahead and move it to the B43 quadrant and do a single left click to place it. We do need to place our other orthographic views, and typically we are going to place our front view, our top view, and our side view. And the front view, however, is subjective. It is the view that contains the most amount of detail. So let's go ahead and let's pop back and let's move our cursor straight up to place our top view. If it's not automatically selected, click Project View, click your base view, and move straight up to place your top view. Do a single click to place that top view. We are then going to go back down to the base view and click Base View. We're going to move straight to the right to place our side view. We're going to do a single left click to place it. We are then going to click our base view one last time. Now that all of the orthographic views are placed, let's go and place the isometric view in the top right-hand corner. Now that it's placed, we're going to do a single left click to drop it into place. From here, we need to annotate our drawing. That involves adding our center marks, center lines, hidden lines, shaded views, dimensions, as well as filling out our title block. Let's fill out our title block now so we don't forget to do it later. Adjust your drawing title, make sure that your date and your scale were properly generated, and add your additional information. That can be the color, that can be the material, something of the sort. Now let's go ahead and begin annotating our drawing. In order to do so, we are going to right-click on our isometric view, that is our 3D view in the top right. We are going to go to the Show/Hide column, and we are going to Show Shaded View. That will shade that. We are only going to shade this view. We do nothing else. We do not add hidden lines. We do not add dimensions. We just shade it. In order to annotate our other views, we need to add our hidden lines. We see in our technical drawing here, we have all these hidden lines that we currently don't have shown. So let's do a single left click on each one of the 2D views, do a single right click on that last view, go to Show/Hide, and Show Hidden Lines. You can do them one at a time or all three together, it does not matter. If you need to adjust any of these views, you can do so at any point in time. Now let's go ahead and let's take a look at our center marks, which are automatically generated for us, thanks to the magic of Onshape. And let's take a look and make sure 1, 2, 3, so we're good. Hi, I'm making a video right now. Hi, I'm making a video right now. In our technical drawing, you see that we have our center marks, or in those center lines. And the center lines we see are lined up in the middle right there, as well as right there, right there, right there, and right there. In order to place those center lines, we are going to use our center edge-to-edge center line tool. If we hit this drop-down menu, you'll see edge-to-edge center line. We are going to click one side of the dotted line, and it will automatically center and place the center line. It's very smart and intuitive. Go ahead and place one at your top view. Go ahead and place your 3 on your front view. 1, 2, 3, and go ahead and place your 1 on your side view there. Now that all of your orthographic views are annotated in that they have the hidden lines shown and they have the center marks attached and they have the center lines attached, we can do the final annotation, which is adding the dimensions, the creme de la creme. So let's go ahead and let's figure out what we need to do here. There are 2 kinds of dimensions that we need to add. We need to add linear dimensions and we need to add angular or radial dimensions, which we see right here, or diameter dimensions. So let's start with our top view and let's do the very simple linear dimensions. That would be 2, 4, and 1. If I go back to my drawing and I go to the standard dimension tool, in order to get 2, I'm going to click the top right and the bottom right, drag it out, center it, make it look nice and neat, and do a single left click to place it. Same thing with the 4. I'm going to click the nubbin, and the nubbin that reference my bottom opening, I'm going to drag it up, I'm going to center it, I'm going to left click to place it. We have one more to place on this view, and that is from the bottom left to my hidden line. So we'll drag that out, we'll drag it, center it, and place it. Let's move down to my front view here, my base view. It looks like we have 4 linear dimensions, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's go ahead and let's add those in. I'm going to go bottom left to bottom right, and I'm going to place that 6-inch dimension. I'm going to go, and if you notice here, we stack our dimensions, so the smaller dimensions are on the inside, larger dimensions on the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and place this dimension next from my outside edge to my center line at 1.5 inches. I'm going to place my larger dimension at 2.5 inches next from outside edge to top of nubbin. That's at 2.5, and then I have one more dimension to add, and that is from top nubbin left, top nubbin right, and that's 1 inch. And I didn't line these up perfectly, so I'm going to click and adjust them later on. You can always adjust any dimension after the fact. If you exit out of the dimension tool, just click and grab and adjust it. Let's go back to our technical drawing and let's take a look and see, and we do have one more standard linear dimension here, and then these 3 are done a little bit differently. I'll show you how to do those. Let's go back, let's add our standard linear dimension using our dimension tool, and we are going to go to the bottom left, to the middle there, we're going to drag it out, drop, and we're going to place it. You need to grab someone? Yeah. Feel free.
Miss Moll, do you need me in your office?
No, not in this class. I have them 8 and 9. I have that towards the end of the day. Sorry. All right. We are going to place our next dimensions using this one's done a little bit differently using the maximum or minimum dimension tool. So we're going to click maximum or minimum, we're going to go to the top edge of our model, and we're going to click, and then we're going to go to the bottom edge of our model, and we're going to click, and since that's our largest of our 3, let's drag that all the way out and give ourselves some space. We then have another dimension to place, and we are going to do that using our top edge and the second to last line there. That would be our, oops-a-daisy. Click that, click the line, again, that would be our 2.5. And then our last one is at our 2, that's the top nubbin to the third from the bottom, and we see 2 right there. And you can kind of align those how you feel fit. Good. All of our linear dimensions are done. Let's go ahead, let's add our radial and diameter and chamfer dimensions. In order to add those dimensions, we're going to use most of them, we're going to use a standard dimension tool, and let's focus on this right here. The radial and diameter dimensions are going to be just a standard leader line like we see right there. In order to place them, you click on the edge of the line that you want to dimension, and it should basically place it for you. So if I want to do the circle, I click, I drag, it's a 1-inch diameter circle, and I drop. And if I want to do this outside edge, I click, I drag, I try to line them up, and I drop. I'm going to go, and I think that's all for this side view here. So we're done with that side view. I'm going to go up to my top view here, and I'm going to place this 0.5 diameter, go up, click, drag, and drop. And we notice something here. We notice that this has a diameter of 0.5, where this has a diameter of 0.5 times 2. Let's go ahead and let's fix that. Let's escape out of our line or our dimension tool. Let's double click on our dimension, double left click, and it will bring up this box. Do not put it here, do not put it here, do not put it here. We want the x2 to be after the value, so we want to put it in the box after the value. We're going to do space, capital X2, and that will add that x2 that we're looking for. We're also going to repeat that process down here on this curve. So we click, we drag, we drop, we exit out of the tool, we double click, space, X2, capital X2. And if we take a peek, it looks like we have all of our dimensions minus just this one right here. Let's fix that by adding that last dimension, and let's do so using a chamfer dimension. The chamfer dimension is done by clicking 2 reference points, by clicking the chamfer or the angled line, as well as a vertical or horizontal reference line. So I'm going to click that line. You'll see that it will bring it up at our chamfer size of 0.25 by 45. And then just like our last dimension, we need to double click, we need to go to the end of the dimension, and we need to add our space, capital X and 2. If we zoom out, the last thing that I always do is just quickly interpret our technical drawing and make sure that our completed new drawing matches almost identical or identical to the reference drawing that I provided to you. If everything looks copacetic, the way that we go about downloading it for points is down below where it says drawing number 1. You're going to right click, you're going to select export, you're going to ensure that the format is set to PNG, adjust your file name if you feel necessary, and select export. You may then upload it to Schoology for points in the Onshape practice drawing submission. If one of these is incorrect, like let's say that 1 inch isn't 1 inch, it's 1.01, you would have to go back to your Part Studio 1 or wherever your Part Studio is. You would have to fix the model where you've made your mistake. You would then have to go back to your drawing and hit the refresh button, which should then update the model in the drawing. That is the only way to fix incorrect measurements. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, that is our practice model. See you next time.